Take a sip of my girlfriend's tea, motherfucker. Yeah. Shit's good like chicken bitch ass motherfucker. Yeah, it's real good. She made some sweet tea. Anyway, here it comes, BST episode 8. Prepare your turd makers, cause I'm about to penetrate. Anyway, today we're gonna talk about IGA, fool. IGA grocery store that I used to work. But first, we're gonna have a look what's on my body. Yeah, got that Mars Volta tea. Y'all don't know jack shit about Nocturnicate or octahedron. Don't know shit, but that's alright. Anyway, on my head I got no hat. Doesn't matter. Look at that bald spot, fool. Aging. Now you know what's on my body. Now you know what's on the top of my head. So let's begin with this shit, fool. IGA grocery store, Jacksboro, Texas. About 2006. That's a lie. It was about 2009. That's a lie too. I don't remember when it was. Don't matter. But I secured the position by blowing a few people of varying genders in the back room. Psych, I just got the job because I went in there and gave them my best blue steel and they were like, you're hired. Anyway, it was a fucking catastrophe from then on. I was basically an everyman, a gopher, a grunt, a green thumb up in that bitch, dude. I did a little bit of everything. Inexperienced in working at grocery stores besides Diamond's supermarket that I had worked for several years prior. Anyway, started working at this bitch ass grocery store. It was probably like my 6th job and I was only like 19. Sad. Fool could never hold a job. Always wanted to quit. Hated it all the time. It's like it was like my 2nd job. But it turned south real fucking quick. There was nobody following any protocol at that bitch. At least not fucking high school, college age kids. Nope, we weren't doing what we were supposed to do. There was a giant stack of deer corn in the back storage rooms, dude. And there was fools that would take naps on top of that deer corn. Talking about like 12, 13 feet in the air. Fucking just sleeping on shit. There'd be old bitches at the front calling over the intercom talking about, I need a sacker on 2, a stacker on 2, please. And nobody would come help because we were all fucking off and napping and shit. We did many things to fuck off. And I will list a lot of them for you in this BST and tell you all about them. One of the first things we did was take the goddamn plastic wrap, giant rolls of it, dude, and rolled it up and rolled it into a football. That motherfucking football was about 37 pounds. Heavy ass bitch, dude. And then we threw passes across the back room and tried to catch him and boom! Got the fucking wind knocked out. Big ass fucking football, dude. As these fools water blast the fucking apartments, dude. Look at this shit. Water blasting all over my shag carpet and fucking custom coffee table. Bastards. You fucking bastards. I keep veering off the goddamn topics. Anyway, we made a foosball. Fool threw that motherfucker, talking about whap. Hit a motherfucker in the chest, knock all the breath out of him. So we did that, and we threw a lot of other things. There was like this fucking cooling fan of some sort high up on the goddamn wall that spun ultra fucking quick with sharp ass blades. And what we did was grab tomatoes, go in the back and hum the motherfuckers straight at that fan, watching them disintegrate and explode into thousands of tiny chunks of tomato. Not only that, we also fucking took watermelons and froze them bitches and then broke them on the ground. Thousands of tiny pieces. One time, We found a fucking coconut, dude. We wanted to bust that bitch open and drink the coconut milk out of it, dude. But a fucking coconut is extremely hard to crack and break into, apparently. We were fucking spiking that bitch. Like end zone celebrations in the goddamn freezer. Trying to get that bitch to crack. Wouldn't crack. Took a knife, a fucking knife, jacked it from the cutlery section. Fucking tried to get into that coconut. Lucky to have not lost a finger. But finally we penetrated that coconut. And this fool, my friend Nerd Wayne from the Ballin' Outrageous trilogy of BSTs that I brought y'all bitches. Yeah, Nerd Wayne fucking grabbed that goddamn coconut and started slurping coconut milk, dude. Bad idea. Apparently that fool was allergic to coconut. Next day, face looking like a tit. Blown up, dude. Just blown up eyes and shit bugging out. Shit was gnarly, dude. That fool was always breaking out from stuff, dude. He shouldn't have been trying to drink foreign juices into his body. One time, with that same plastic wrap, these fools, I agreed to let these fools wrap me and mummify me in plastic cling wrap, fool. So they fucking wrapped it around my fucking body, dude, around and around until I was claustrophobic, panicking, and then was left in the back to die. I was left there for about 92% of an 8-hour shift. Psych, it wasn't that long before I started calling for help. Yeah, somebody came back there, a manager of some sort that had been working there for 40 plus years, I believe. Anyway, that bitch was like, "What happened to you? What happened? Oh God, I gotta cut him free." This bitch set me free and then wrote me up, cause I wouldn't snitch on my homies that had wrapped me up. I ain't no snitch, biatch. I didn't say nobody's name. I was like, I don't know how I got this way. I just got wrapped up in some shit. Yeah, wouldn't say a word about who did it, so she wrote a motherfucker up. I didn't know anything about write-ups. I didn't know if my job was in jeopardy, but honestly, didn't care, don't care. Never gonna care anyway. She cut me free, wrote me up, and then I went to tell my homies what had happened. I thought I was real cool for having gotten a write-up and gotten caught, wrapped up, mummified. I told them about it, they didn't care, didn't give a fuck that I got in trouble. Years later, I would reflect upon this moment and realize that those weren't true friends. One time, me and my constant companion, Nerd Wayne, went and got plungers, fool, from the plunger area, whatever. We grabbed the plungers and started fucking plunging each other's faces, dude. Funniest goddamn shit I had ever seen when this fool's face got plunged and sucked upon. Shit was comedy, dude. Dude, I was dying laughing. We were like, dude, we gotta do some other treacherous shit with these plungers. So we went around the goddamn store taking plungers, talking about sticking them to the floor, pulling them up, and pulling up floor tiles off the ground that had been there for many years. Just sucking them off the goddamn ground and dying laughing, dude. Hiding floor tiles around the store that we had sucked up from other aisles. Shit was funny. I started to notice that these fools, the management, had it out for me, but somehow they loved Nerd Wayne. Loved them some Nerd Wayne, hated some Kyle. Yeah, every time something bad was to happen, they would either reprimand me solo by myself or write me up or whatever. It was sad, but I was a fucked up teenager and I deserved it. Anyway, we got into some other shenanigans as well. We got paring knives from the cutlery section. Ultra fucking sharp. Going around to 2 liters. Stacks of 2 liters in the back storage area. Walking by and going punching tiny holes in the 2 liters and listening to all the carbonation vanishing. That was also uproariously funny. Had me dying. All the stuff we did there had me fucking dying. We went to the goddamn health and beauty area and found a douche. Being young and stupid, not knowing anything about a douche and having to have it explained, I thought it was funny as fuck. Sprayed out all the douche fluid in that package, fool, all over the back fucking floors, thinking that was funny. There was a fucking fool that worked there that I'm not sure if he's still alive. It would be amazing if he survived this long, but he used to call himself Superman because he'd had many NDEs, near-death experiences, but just couldn't seem to die. Anyway, that fool loved to steal a fuck bunch of magazines from that bitch, dude. Every night, talking about one of every magazine for absolutely no reason. Moi, you ask? All I wanted was copies of Shonen Jump, which, most likely, you don't know jack about. Comic books. Japanese. That's all I need to say. Anyway, I liked that magazine, so I would jack copies of it. But there was other stuff getting given away for free at that fucking IGA that caused a huge fucking debacle. I think I'm having myself a little deja vu right now because I feel like I've told y'all about the gas that was being given away for free at that goddamn IGA. Thousands of fucking dollars worth of gas over many years. I didn't work customer service or give out any gas. That was not me. But several people there were giving all their friends free gas for a long time. Yeah, they probably don't want you to know about that, some of them fools, because they got in some big trouble for that shit down the road. I don't know the full details, but I was glad I wasn't involved. In the blink of an eye, they promoted Nerd Wayne to work in customer service. Yeah, he was fucking running the customer service register, the one where people went for important transactions other than getting a few Klondike bars and wasting the cashier's times and bitching about shit, as many customers did all the time. Once upon a fucking time, I was bringing in carts, buggies, baskets from outside. That was a fucking job I hated, collecting them from the goddamn parking lot. Anyway, I was bringing them inside. Bitch came around the corner. Big old fucking stupid bitch came around the corner talking about, "You almost ran into me." I was like, bitch, I'm in a hurry. I got a job to do, and it's more important than wherever you gotta be at. She like complained to my superiors, and once again, I was in trouble. Tell me if this even exists, but once upon a time back in the fucking day, you had to buff the floors at the end of the night of the goddamn grocery store. Not only did you have to sweep and mop it, but then you had to pull out this antiquated fucking buffer and buff all the aisles. We were straight up ghost riding the buffer, dude. Just sending it down aisles and watching it fucking spin and turn and bash into shit. Another thing that I despised was having to face the aisles, dude. Turn all the labels to the front so people could see their goddamn green beans and shit. Hated it. Would take hours. Busy work that they just kept you doing so you wouldn't be in the back sleeping on deer corn. And now we've reached a culmination of this BST. And it has to do with the deer corn I've mentioned several times. They had stacks of it, bags upon bags, like 13 feet in the goddamn air, in the back. And I was like, fuck deer corn. Don't like it, never have, never fucking will. So I took the paring knife. Grabbed that fucking paring knife in my hand with the blade pointing out this way. Ran, fucking talking about, ran, jumped, slashed along the side of a bag of deer corn. And the weight of the corn upon that bag of corn forced corn out all over the floor. Corn pouring. Giant bags. So you know that corn was pouring. The old man is snoring. Knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. Something about an old man rolling home. Anyway, slash that corn. Corn was slashed. Jobs were lost. Yeah, wasn't able to stay there. They claimed they had caught me on camera slashing corn and making it pour all over the floor and not cleaning it up. Like hell, I was gonna clean that up. They claimed they caught me on camera, but I don't think the cameras there even worked. There was never any proof that those cameras recorded anything. I was ultra suspicious of the fucking circumstances surrounding my job loss. But I took my walking papers and I got the fuck out of there. They had taken me into the top office up the stairs and said, "We caught you. You're fired. We're terminating your employment. You've been written up about 37 times. We've only kept you because we needed the help. But now we're done with you, so fuck off." So I did. I later pondered on what might have really happened due to the fact that those cameras did not record. Thought about it. Thought about how much they loved some fucking nerd Wayne. Thought about his promotion. Thought about my termination. And realized, it dawned on me. Worst friend award. That fool told on me. They probably made him snitch and tell him who did it. And he buckled under the pressure and gave out my name when I was not willing to give out his name when they tried to force me to do it, when them fools wrapped me up. I still believe to this day that fool sabotaged my job, but I didn't need to be working there. Bad environment, doing stupid shit. So my days at EGA were finally over. Don't remember where I worked after that, but I pretty much worked at every business in Jacksboro, Texas besides dumbass Sonic. Years later, me and my homie Josh were jobless, living on change, asking people if we could borrow 20. Can I borrow 20, please? I need to go get some cigarettes. I was buying sky dancers at EGA for like $2 a pack. If you know, then you know. Sky dancers, garbage. Hundreds of holes in the filter, making it impossible to get a drag off that ciggy. Yeah, we were broke. But somehow we were grilling out every fucking day. We were going into EGA, rummaging through shit, pillaging, pilfering fucking steaks. Yeah, so that we had New York strips every day on the grill. Talking about going up in there, putting fucking steaks in the waistband. Sad, dude. Real fucking sad and wrong. Had a fucked up past. Did a lot of stupid shit I would never do again. Pretty ashamed. At the time, I felt like I was getting my revenge on EGA and what they had done to me. But I realize now that I'm older that it was all my fault and I did nothing but the wrong thing for a very long time. But that was a lot of years ago. And I guess a lot of kids do some stupid ass shit with their friends when they're young. Not proud of it. Not at all. But learn my lesson. Never work with a fool named Nerd Wayne. Because that fool will screw you over. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, this is a tale of growth and how I used to be a dumbass, but now have come around and become quite the strapping lad. But if I hadn't got involved in a lot of dumbass shit when I was younger, I'd have no interesting BSTs to tell y'all about. These are tell-alls. Not afraid to hold anything back. Gonna tell you the whole goddamn story every time, as embarrassing as it might be. Anyway, it was good times, funny times. Wouldn't take 'em back. Don't regret nothing. Never have. Never fucking will. Don't regret it because it all led up to where I am now in life. But at the same time, probably would have done my childhood a little different. A lot different. Anyway, there's your goddamn BST you were begging me for. So that's the story of IGA, the local grocery store, where untold acts were performed and stupid shit was done all the goddamn time. Anyway, that's the completion of the BST. So I'm going to sing that outro song for you like I always do. So get ready and prepare that dookie hole for the next time I penetrate and come through with that story. Until next time. I forgot the intro song. Who you know that's putting the intro song right after the outro song? Me, cause I'm back. I am back. Back dropping BST on your ass. Peace out.